Hi and welcome to Outwell and our Birdland S from our deluxe collection. This is a compact tunnel design tent with 2 rooms, 1 bedroom here which can sleep up to 3 people. Particularly nice feature on here is the canopy across the front here, which creates this rain safe entry. Obviously if it's going to be raining, then this will just catch any water and stop it from coming into the front of the tent. The door itself is a good size, so nice and easy to get all of your kit in and out of the tent. And what you'll find is when you zip the door closed, there's a large window on there which does have a curtain on it. And also just behind this door, there's a full mesh door as well, so great ventilation opportunity here. But hopefully to keep out those unwanted bugs, you can close over that door. Certainly quite a lot of space in here, even though it's a compact sort of style tent. Lots and lots of head height. I'm quite tall, about 1.95 m, and you can see I can stand up in here no problem at all. Floor space wise, plenty of space here for furniture and things like that, and it's really accentuated by these large windows on either side of the tent, allowing lots of light in here. If you do want a little bit more privacy, then each window has got a curtain which we just have rolled away at the moment down here, and that can be brought up either halfway just to give you a little bit of privacy, or obviously it can be fully closed as well. Across the top of the windows you'll find that we do have these ventilation panels here which correspond to outside ventilation that can be opened or closed, which we will show you later on. So again, it should be nice and comfortable even on warmer days. Another nice feature is just at the top up here you'll find that we have a lantern hanging point in a good central location here, and then leading away from that we have cable tidies which run all the way down to the corner here, which we'll just show you is where our cable entry point is. So this can be zipped open to allow you to run your cables into the tent without actually having the front door open there. At the back of the tent is where the bedroom is, and a really nice feature here is that this actually comes pre-attached. So when you pitch the tent, this job's already done for you, so you don't need to worry about that. The way that it's attached is using our wave-shaped hanging system here, and what that does is just takes off any stress points across the seam at the top here. Some nice features in here. You can see it's a good size for a start, but then across the back you can see that we have a decent sized ventilation panel which again corresponds to outside ventilation, and just down in the corner here you'll see that we have some handy storage pockets for smaller personal possessions. Now, a nice thing in this tent is from front to back and side to side this ground sheet is completely sealed. So if I just bring you down this way to show you the ground sheet itself, it's a really tough durable material. It's a double coated polyethylene and it has a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimeters. You can see that it's bathtub in style, so it's coming up at the edges there, and what that allows for is to cut out any draft that might be coming in. Also it should stop some dust and dirt and things like that, and more importantly hopefully keep out those unwanted creepy crawlies as well. So what we're going to do now is just pop to the outside and we'll show you some of the features here. So the fly sheet that we're using on the Birdland S is our Outex 4000. It's a really good quality 75 denier taffeta polyester, so really durable and obviously totally waterproof thanks to us taping all of these seams here. It's got a PU coating on the inside and that gives it a hydrostatic head of 4,000 millimeters, so like I say, completely waterproof. The frame of the tent is made up of a combination of this steel pole here at the front, and then you can see the rest of the poles are our Duratec fiberglass, so again nice and strong fiberglass poles here. Certainly should be nice and simple for you to pitch as well, because you'll just see at the back here that we colour code the poles to match the sleeves, just to make sure that you're going to get the right ones in the right place. Some other features just to highlight are the large ventilation panels that we talked about earlier on. So there's one on each side of the tent and some at the back as well. What we can do is just take these away quite simply by removing the Velcro tabs like so, and then we can just place that down if it does get just a little bit too chilly inside the tent. So some other things to highlight would be our classic luminous Outwell guy lines here. So obviously if it's a little bit darker you should be able to see these a wee bit more clearly to stop you from tripping over them. Then also what you'll find is each guy line actually has its own retainer, so this little loop here, we can take the guy lines, roll them up in our hands and pop them in here, so that the next time we come to use the tent they're easily accessible. You see here that the guy lines are actually attached to our wind stabilizer systems here, and we'll just show you how these work. Quite simply, when you're pitching the tent, you just take these, wrap them around the pole like so, and fasten. You'll find that there's one at the top and at the bottom of each pole. Then when we take the guy lines out and peg them, that'll take the whole fly sheet against the frame of the tent, and that really tautens the whole thing and actually makes it really quite stable even in high wind conditions. Something else just to highlight as well would be our easy pegging system. So this is where we supply you with 3 different pegs with the tent. We have the solid steel pegs here, which would go on the corners of the tent, making these your anchor pegs. We then have the luminous pegs here, obviously to be used with the luminous guy lines. And we also have the black plastic pegs, just for all of the rest of the black pegging points around the tent. So that just makes sure that you get the right peg in the right place. So finally, there are a few optional extras available for the Birdland S, including a footprint that can go underneath your ground sheet. There's a carpet for the living area, just to give you that little bit more luxury inside the tent. And there's also a front extension available, just for those who maybe want that little bit of extra storage space on the outside. So that's all of the features for our Birdland S, and I'd like to thank you very much for watching.